There's a sound most people never hear. Not because it's quiet, but because nobody's listening. It's the sound of a river waking up, groaning, cracking, shifting tons of ice that just days ago held so still you could have walked across it. Tonight, above the hook, we watch it move. Some winters, when the cold settles in and stays, really stays, something extraordinary happens along the Jersey shore that most people never think about. The Sandy Hook Bay freezes. The Navesink River locks up. The Shrewsbury River turns to glass. These aren't deep Arctic waterways. They're shallow, tidal, and brackish, part salt, part fresh, which means they don't freeze easily. When they do, it means the cold came hard and it came with patience. The Sandy Hook Bay sits wide open between the Highlands and the Hook itself, a body of water shaped by centuries of nor'easters and navigation. The Navesink stretches west from the Atlantic Highlands, winding through some of the oldest settlements in North America. And the Shrewsbury runs parallel, quieter, tighter, threading past docks and bulkheads that have stood in one form or another since before the Revolution. When all three freeze at once, you're looking at something rare, something that ties you to every generation that ever stood on these banks and watched the same thing happen. The Lenape knew these waters long before any European sail broke the horizon. They called the Navesink Navesink, and they understood its rhythms, the freeze, the thaw, the way the river telegraphs the seasons if you're paying attention. By the 1700s, the frozen rivers weren't just a curiosity, they were infrastructure. Farmers hauled goods across the ice. During the Revolution, British forces used the frozen bays to stage movements near Sandy Hook, where they held a garrison that controlled access to New York Harbor. And the ice boats? You can't talk about frozen rivers here without talking about ice boats. The Shrewsbury River was one of the great ice boating grounds on the East Coast. Flat-bottomed crafts with steel runners and massive sails, flying across the ice at speeds that would terrify most sailors on open water. The tradition dates back over a century, and on the right winter, it still lives. But here's the part nobody romanticizes. A frozen river is beautiful, until it moves. When temperatures climb and the ice begins to break, those massive sheets don't just melt quietly. They shift with the tide, they stack, they grind, and anything in their path, pilings, docks, bulkheads, boats left in the water too long, takes the hit. Ice doesn't negotiate. A single sheet, pushed by current and tide, can snap a wooden piling like a matchstick. It can lift a dock off its foundation and leave it sideways by morning. Steel fares better, but even steel bends when 1,000 pounds of ice leans into it on a rising tide. The marinas along the Navesink and Shrewsbury know this well. Every spring, the damage report reads like a casualty list. And every fall, the smart ones pull their docks, reinforce their pilings, and hope the winter is mild. Some winters it isn't. And yet, look at it. There's a reason we flew tonight. A reason the drone is up at golden hour, catching the last light as it paints the ice in colors that don't have names. Because a frozen river at sunset is one of the most quietly stunning things the natural world offers this coastline. The way the light bends through the fractures, the way the open water reflects the sky while the ice holds its own palette, steel blue, amber, white so bright it almost hurts. The ice is moving now, you can see it, slow, deliberate, ancient. It doesn't care that we're watching, it doesn't care that we built docks in its way. It's doing what it's always done, following the tide, following the temperature, following time. This is what winter looks like from above the hook. Not the postcards, not the beaches, the raw, frozen, breaking apart truth of a place that's been freezing and thawing for thousands of years. And if you listen, really listen, you can hear it. A river waking up.